Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Christina. Thank you guys for watching, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And you can also donate to my channel. Thank you so very much for supporting. Thank you so much, so much, so much. I hope you guys are well. I hope your families are well. You know, it's very important for us to have positive energy in this world. And I'm going to be talking to you about why today. It's very important for you and I and everybody who is still alive, living, breathing. This is from work, guys. I'm okay. I have to get a new color every day, so you'll see me with a new one every single day. So it's very important, guys. I'm going to talk to you about Loosh energy, shadow government, and dead bodies and world suffering today. I'm going to be talking to you about how it all connects. So it's very important that you maintain positive energy no matter what. That is something that the negative forces cannot handle. Okay, you have to keep positive energy. You have to kind of keep your mind out of this 3D window lock, and you have to kind of remain calm, remain divine, remain eternal, remain who you are, remain the king and queens of eternity that you are. You have to on my channel. So I want to talk to you about the shadow government. There's definitely a shadow government, okay? I interact with them all the time. Okay, I interact with every entity, corporal, non-corporal. I interact with it all. I interact with all types of beings, and that's the point of awakening, is to get you to face your fears and to get you to awaken and to really show you what's going on in the world behind the world. The awakening is to show you what's going on behind the world. Okay, you don't need to know what's going on in the world. You see the world, but it's the world behind the world that you need to know about. So if you find yourself, or if you find yourself, your family, your friends, people you know, and you guys seem to keep going through the same thing over and over: bankruptcy, divorce, illness, sickness, disease, sadness, heartache, heartbreak, suffering, any type of human suffering that you could possibly think of, I guarantee you it is the shadow government. You're dealing with some type of shadow government energy entity. You are. Okay, the shadow government is very much in control. They definitely watch my YouTube channel. They watch us all. The shadow government is much more of a problem, much more of a thing than we are aware of, because we're so caught up, and this is exactly what they want. They want to dangle cords and have your attention elsewhere, so you don't see what's going on in the spiritual and the ethereal and the divine world. You have got to really be aware of what is going on. So yes, so the shadow government is definitely a very big thing. It is definitely a big thing. They do monitor your electronics. They monitor your daily life. They monitor your blueprint. They are very much involved with your life. They're very much involved with your life. If you're having marital problems, financial problems, if you see situations in the world are related to you in your world, in your universe, and it doesn't make sense, you're definitely dealing with some type of energy that is shadow government based. They do. They keep us looping. They keep you Loosh energy. They keep that Loosh energy going. They want to keep you upset. They want to keep you angry. This is how they create all of this human suffering. And then when they create these human sufferings, let's say I'm going to use 9/11 for an example. 9/11 was a huge catastrophe for the world. It was basically like I don't want to use the word raping, but it was a definite display of hostility, anger, disdain, shame, embarrassment, pain, suffering. It broke humanity's heart. It shattered humanity. It shattered the world. So what they do, what the shadow government do, how they're involved in that, is that energy that is there from those dead bodies. That's energy. Okay, those energies, those souls are lost. Those unborn people, those unborn children, those souls are lost. That energy is trapped. That is trapped in the planetary light body. So that is something called dead light. Okay, there's something called dead light. Now, what they do with that is they harvest those souls, because we don't know what's going on, because we're so busy living our life. We don't pay attention to that, but that's how energy is created. Energy is recycled, transmuted, alchemized, transited, go from here to there, and then goes back to source. Now, when we don't when we don't transport those bodies to the proper portals, and when we don't know that we should meditate for them, we should hold light for them, and when we're just thinking, okay, they're dead, there's nothing, it's energy. Okay, the shadow government does harvest that energy, and you know what they do? They use that energy to create more of the same events, more of the same catastrophes, more of the same suffering for humans, more of the same embarrassment, more of the same looshing, more of the same looping, more of the same ignorance, more of the same, more of the same, more of the same harvesting, more of the same. So when we talk about loosh energy, a part of loosh energy is to recreate, keep recreating, because humanity is not learning their lessons. And this is from the eternal divine cosmos. Humanity is really not learning their lesson and waking up. So it kind of is also being allowed, because we do have to wake up, and we really do have to take authority and take command and charge and pay attention to what is going on. So the shadow government does utilize our own ignorance against us with these catastrophes, and they do create more catastrophes and produce more loosh energy. It does. That creates more phantom energy, that creates more dark energy, that creates more false energy, that creates more false teachers, more false, more false, more dense energy. Keeps the planet from ascending. It keeps people from ascending. It keeps you distracted. So this is one thing that I really wanted to talk to you guys about today, was the shadow government. There is a shadow government. The shadow government watches everything. Okay, I have had so many interactions with the shadow government. I've had so many interactions, especially if we have a biological clock, okay? We have a biological clock within us. We are supposed to be at certain places, certain things at certain times. We don't even know these things. We don't even know that we have a biological clock. We're on a clock. And so at a certain point in time, you're supposed to be aware and awaken and aware of certain things. Now, they know this, you don't. Okay, they're aware of your genetic fabric. You're not. You have got to be aware of the forces of time that you are. You are a force of time. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. Okay, you have a certain cycle that you need to complete. If you're not aware of that, the shadow government can keep you on the same cycle. Okay, they can recycle you and recycle you and recycle you, and guess what? Guess what they can do? This is pretty harsh, but it's the truth. They can create a catastrophe in your life, bring you back reincarnated to do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, so you never ascend. Every time that you reincarnate, you never ascend. You have the same car accident. You suffer the same miscarriage. You shot the same place. You're shot at the same time. You die of the same natural disaster. You die of an unnatural disaster, or you die of a premature death. That's what loosh energy does. That's exactly what loosh energy is. So I will be talking more about the shadow government, the shadow world, and all those type of stuff that we really don't want to know. Also, on a more heartful note, we have got to hold so much light for the souls that we have lost in 9/11, in Hurricane Sandy, in you guys, in tsunamis, in in hurricanes and earthquakes and in all those types of natural disasters. You have to hold so much light. If you believe in vigils, whatever you believe in, meditation, you have your guides, you do frequency work, you do energy healing, you can do that. Set up a place in time where you have personal time in yourself, where you work with the light, and you do transport those souls to their proper stations of identity, so they can be alchemized and spiritualized for good use. So they can be used for good use, so that they could be with their soul family on the other side, their spirit family on the other side, their star family on the other side. So please do remember to hold the most sacred memories, the most sacred energy, the most positive energy, the most high vibration, loving, pure, divine, powerful energy that you can definitely have. This is the message I do have for you guys. Just please do remember that. If you have any questions, please do feel feel free to reach out to me. Please do like, share, and subscribe. I am also available for private consultations. You can also donate to my channel, and thank you guys so much for watching.